Welcome to 2050. We are really far into the future, literally 25 years into the future. And I simulated to the future in India, but let's go back to Europe and let's have a look at what it looks like. Okay, so I'm here with my favorite club, Derby, and Derby are still in the championship. But let's have a look at the Premier League. Oh, hold on a minute. I just saw Manchester United are in the championship in 2050. So are Chelsea. Oh my God, what the hell happened? So are Brentford down here. Okay, let's check the Premier League. Oh my God, West Ham won the league in 2050. Okay. Arsenal, Liverpool 7th and 8th. All right. 6th is Aston Villa, Man City in 10th. Okay. Spurs just got relegated. All right. Wow. Okay, let's have a look at League One for any more Premier League teams. See if we can spot anyone that we know. Fulham are down there. Wolves are down in League One. Okay. So are Everton. Oh my God. Okay, and what about League Two? Any Premier League teams in League Two? That is pretty far down, to be fair. I would be quite surprised. And no, it doesn't look like it. But currently bottom of League Two is Harrogate Town. Okay. That is interesting. Let's check out the Champions League. Who won the Champions League? It was Dynamo Kiev over Brøndby. What the hell? So Brøndby are from Denmark and Dynamo Kiev are obviously from Kiev, which is in Ukraine. This is the league phase. These are the top 8. Brøndby are obviously in there, but Olympiacos topped it with Shamrock Rovers. Shout out Ireland. Let's go. Someone's got to rep the Republic, I suppose. Dynamo Zagreb is there. Where are all the big clubs? Where's Real Madrid, Barcelona? There's PSG. Man City 19th. Burnley are there. Brighton are 2. Nacional. That's Madeira. That's Ronaldo's first ever club back in Madeira. Or actually second ever club, but first ever professional club back in Madeira. Leeds down the bottom. No sign of Barcelona or Real Madrid. Are they even in the Europa League? Hello? Nope, they're not in the Europa League. Betis are, but they are not. Galway United are in the Conference League, but Real Madrid and Barcelona aren't. Okay, this is how far into the future we are. We're pretty far in. And the semi-finals were between, Leverkusen and Kiev and Lecce and Brøndby. Shakhtar Donetsk, PSG, Man City and Dynamo Zagreb also made the quarters. Okay, this is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. But anyway, I have a job to do. I have a rebuild to do. You may have noticed that we went to League Two and we found the worst team that was there. As a reminder, last season, that team was Harrogate Town. We're going to be taking that team to Champions League glory and we're going to rebuild them. But of course, it's 2050. World football is completely different. Actually, let me show you the top 10 players in the world. That's what I'll do. Let me see if I can find them. Okay, I think I actually did 12 players because there's a few players tied at a 92 overall, but here they are. The best player in the world is a free agent. Stefan Baumann, 35-year-old, 97 rated goalkeeper. He's just a free agent. Nobody's employed him. And it's the same for 4 more players here. These 4 guys, no one is willing to pay their wages. A 93 rated 21-year-old goalkeeper, no one's going to pay him. That doesn't make any sense. Same as Jay Welsh, 95 rated English cam, and no one in the English top division is going to pay this guy. Granted, he's probably asking for like a bajillion, but like what the hell? The future of football is insane. Okay, the highest rated employed player is Renato Silva, Brazilian winger, 30 years old, at the peak of his powers with 98 pace. He's playing for Modena, that's in Italy. There's also Jordan Nilsson, who's playing in the Chilean league, I think. Sebastian Fischer is playing for Bastia in France. Miguel Costa is playing for Al Tawoun in Saudi Arabia. Gabriel Alves is playing for Heidenheim in Germany, and Sebastian Luma is playing for Dortmund in Germany, and Santiago Osorio is playing for Konyaspor in Turkey. The best player here is that's employed is obviously Renato Silva, but all these guys are really good, and the biggest club featured here is certainly Borussia Dortmund. All the other clubs are really not even like European clubs. Like they wouldn't be playing in Champions Leagues, Europa Leagues, Conference Leagues, really not consistently anyway. So that's really interesting, and it really helps our rebuild, to be completely honest. I'm here with Harrogate now, and we are going to rebuild this team. And you know me, the first thing I'm going to do is change the formation. To be honest, this team is pretty high rated for this division. It's really not that bad. Granted, it's high rated for the division in 2025. I don't know what it's like in 2050. They have an 80 rated centre mid who's on international duty, so they have good players. Our job is just to make those good players even better. I'm going to go with a 4-3-3 holding formation here this time around, just to, feel something, I guess. And what we're going to do is completely reform the team. I'm going to try and get an entire starting 11. Our budget's going to be tiny though. How much do we have? A grand total of 3 million. Let's go to next season and start spending on free agents. There's no way I'm buying anyone when all the free agents are so good. So obviously last in League Two. Let's try and take them to a Champions League title. Right, back in the next season, and a lot of players are free agents, including Renato Silva. So I definitely want to try sign him. But of course, in order to buy players, we're probably going to need to sell players because, we're kind of broke. We are a League Two team after all. We do have some good players though, and all the value these guys have. In particular, Predrag Maric and Miguel Oliveira here. I want to sell as many of our best current players as possible, because all I really need to do is sign one free agent and then sell him, and then we should be good for money forever. But for the moment, I do need to raise a bit of money, which is a bit unfortunate because obviously I want to sign these guys before other clubs come in and sign them. Also, a lot more players are free agents. So Fischer and Miguel Costa and Gabriel Alves are all free agents now, which is of course great for us. Osorio as well. He looked insane. And some players are transferred. Luna has gone to Elfsborg. I think that's in Sweden. Nilsson's finally got a big move to Napoli at the age of 28. And Adam Fournier has gone to play in Poland. But what we can do is try and sign one of these players. So let's try and sign, I don't know, someone that I don't care about as much as the others. Let's go, well, actually, yeah, let's go with Osorio because he's 30. I only have 4 million, so I don't know if I can pull this off. I only have 80k and he'll want 130, but let's see if I can pull it off. I can give him a 2-year deal. He'll say yes. No release clause. Ooh, maybe I can pull this off. I remove the bonus and I also remove the signing bonus and I just jack it all into wages. Give him 80k and he says, we are so close. What about just that? Will he say yes to that? Yeah! All right, we got one. Santiago Osorio for free has come to Harrogate Town and he's 92 rated and he is 30, but his value is like 100 million, which is sick. We literally have in our transfer budget a grand total of 0. Oh my God, our current budget is nothing. That's okay though, because we have our answer. We only actually have a total of 19 players on our team, which means we can only actually sell 1 player. So I'm going to try and sell Maric down here because he's worth the most money. He's worth 20 million. With him, we should be able to make a few signings. But yeah, football in 2050 is a crazy place. It's a place where apparently the best players are demanding so much money that none of the top clubs are actually willing to pay them, which is just kind of an absurd circumstance. Okay, Mark Escobar, that's not going to happen. If I sell a player for 2 million, it probably won't be enough. If I sell for 6.4, that could be enough. I might hold out though, because I'd love to sell Maric for 20 mil. And I have got an offer. 4.6 is the swap deal, but I can negotiate it. All I needed was an offer. This should be enough. I'm going to remove the exchange player and I'm literally just going to demand his value here and see if that works. 20.5 for a 20.5 player and they'll just say yes. Excellent stuff. That's the only move we're going to make. That should give us a bit of budget. Let's sim a few days and let's get him out the door. Beautiful. Okay, he's out the door. We have 16.1 million now. What I can do with this is pick up some players. Let's see how many players are still free agents here. Okay, all of them basically. Renato Silva's 31. That's a little old. But what I can do is sign someone younger. Let's just sort by age here. So these two guys are 24. Jay Welsh makes the most sense. I don't really want to play with cams, but I mean, I can make it work. I can play him on the wing actually. So let's go and try and sign him. I'll just make him a winger because cams can tend to play wingers. You know, you can kind of swap them around a little bit. Let's offer him a crucial 2-year deal. We can disregard the release clause. And for wages, I want to be skimpy here. Let's go 120 and see what he says. He'll say yes. Brilliant. That leaves us with 10 million. So we could probably make 2 more signings. That might be pushing it, but we can certainly do at least 1. But Welsh is also particularly good. So that's Welsh signed. I'd also like to sign Miguel Costa because he's youngish as well. No release clause and he doesn't want that much. We can make that work for sure. Beautiful. And we're only down to 5.9. We can definitely sign someone else 100%. And we should sign a goalkeeper. Let's sign Joel Rossi, 21 years old, 93 rated. I'd be a fool not to try and get this guy. And he'll be a little bit cheaper as well because he's a goalkeeper. Yeah, 53k. Offer him a 5-year. He'll say no, but he'll take a 4-year. That's nice. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Okay, this rebuild's going really well. I did not expect it to be this easy. I can't believe how dumb professional football clubs are in 2050. I don't even have to buy anyone. I can just sign free agents. This is great. Okay, and we still have 4 million. So maybe I can sign someone else. But for now, let's get these guys into the team. Osorio is already in there. Let's change the formation. Actually, no, let's not change the formation. We're gonna put our cam on the wing, aren't we? So Welsh, he's on international duties by being a free agent, which is just absurd. But we have Costa here and we have Welsh, and then obviously we have our goalkeeper Rossi. Osorio is trying to play right back. Okay, that's hilarious. That is not going to happen. No way. We played Diaz there instead. And I like that. That's 4 players done. Let's make Welsh a right winger, and then we can have a look at left wingers. There's that Brazilian. Wait, is he a left winger or a right winger? There is Silva. He's 31. There is another one though. Yeah, okay, so Alves is a right winger. So let's make a Welsh a left winger. Let's do that. Now we have 21 players. I can sell more players and make some more money. Okay, this is gonna work. So we can sell, for example, Oliver Herman for 6.2 million to Celtic, and we can also sell Sam Mikkelsen to Udinese. So let's sim a few days and get that through. I can't believe clubs are paying transfer fees for these guys when there's way better players in free agency they can just buy. And there we go. Well, that puts us up to 13 million. Okay, so with that done, let's approach Gabriel Alves for sure. Who are we just not going to sign? I wouldn't want to sign Bauman because he's 97 rated, which is great, but he's 35, which means he's going to regress super quick, super soon. So let's not worry about him. Renato Silva's a little bit older, so we're not going to worry about him. Yeah, Bernardo Silva's 36. That's not going to do it. 32 for Luna. Honestly, even 34, and he's obviously signed with the club, so we're not going to do him or Nilsson either. That leaves Fisher and Alves. Yeah, but Fisher at cam, we don't play with cams, so that's not really going to work. We're going to remove him. Let's sign Gabriel Alves at least, and we can get him on a 2-year deal. Lovely stuff, and we can certainly afford his wages. And let's remove his wee bonus there and then give him 87k a week. That's pretty good. That's what is effectively like a 5 million transfer fee for a 92 rated player. That's basically what that is. So that's lovely. Let's, like I said, one of the world's best, Jay Welsh, playing for Harrogate Town in League 2, right at the bottom of League 2 as well. But anyway, don't worry about that. We'll make him left winger, and Alves comes in on the right. Okay, so here's what we need: an entire defense, a center mid, and a CDM. I'm going to try and find that in free agency, but it might be hard. Let's at least look for that other central midfielder to pair with Osorio. Okay, not only have I found a center mid, I've also found a center back: Ted Kramer and David Tavares. These guys look nuts, bro. Look at Tavares. He's literally Hullet gang. His lowest stat is 86, which is just insane. Ted Kramer, 91 defending, 92 physical, 87 pace. What do you mean? He's 6'6" as well. These are the 5 players that we signed so far, and We're going to keep signing. But let's sell. Okay, so Miguel Oliveira 10 mil to Dortmund. Yes, Dortmund 2 actually, isn't it? Dortmund's second team. That's crazy. And then we can also sell Dominic Newman. So I have 8.3 million in the transfer budget. We can use that to sign Tavares for sure, at least. Oh yeah, he only wants 51k, 58k. Make it 61k, no problem at all. No issues. Still haven't found a CDM. There's actually a lot more cams in free agency. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and play a 4-3-3 attack with a cam instead of a CDM. But anyway, I'm still going to try and sign Kramer. Let's go for it. Okay, with those signings made, Tavares comes in, Kramer comes in. Still need that CDM. I think I'm just going to bite the bullet. Okay, that would put Welsh at camp. I still like the idea of having him as a left winger. Additionally, because he becomes a left winger. Oh my god, wait, 220 weeks? Oh, never mind. What am I doing? What am I on, bro? Okay, no, stop. Let me just sign a left winger. Oh my god. Okay, put him back. Put him back. All right. So we have a complete midfield. I should buy a left winger. I have enough for it as well, probably. Once we get these other players sold that we already agreed to sell. So let's simulate a few more days and do that. Yeah, so we have 10 million. Let me find a left winger and let's find another centre back to complete that back pairing. All right, I said I wanted a left winger and a centre back and I found them. Renato Silva, we'll just sign him. I know he's 31, but screw it. We'll just sign him. He's 95 rated. He'll be all right. And then Rafael Mercado, 91 rated, 19-year-old with 89 pace. And no one else has thought to sign this guy. What do you mean? I don't know what's going on, bro. This is great, though. This is the easiest rebuild of all time. Bro, the title of this video is literally going to be like, I went to 2050 and it was the easiest rebuild ever. I mean, it's not, but you know what I mean. That's not going to be the title, but you know, it is true. This rebuild is great. This is great fun. Makes my job so easy. I say that now, but you watch, we'll simulate and we'll still be 24th. Hopefully not. All right, those signings are made. So Silva comes in and then Mercado comes in. All we're short of now are fullbacks, so we should probably get fullbacks. Who else can we sell? How much more space do we have? 22, so we can sell 4 more players. These are our highest rated players. They're absolutely insane. And then the drop off is Steve. Yeah, so let's sell as many of these guys as we possibly can. Hopefully I can sell 4 more. These are all the players that we've bought. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so let's sell Mark Escobar. No one else is worth that much, so we'll sell him at least, I guess. Okay, let's sell Ludwig Meyer as well. And why not? Go on, Su Cheng or whatever. We'll just sell him as well. Need to raise a bit of money. Let's go to the first league game of the season, see how much money we have. I don't think we're gonna have loads though. Yeah, I've got 4.5 million. I can probably get 1 person. Okay, let's have a look at the transfers though. Can we sell anyone else? Yeah, let's sell Killian Bush. And okay, so after he sells and 1 other player, which we've already agreed to sell, then we'll probably have enough for both positions. Right now, we probably only have enough for 1. And our best player is Diaz is a left back. I'm throwing him in a right back, but he's a left back. So let's get a right back. And then we're gonna have a full 90 plus team apart from our left back who's 75 rated. But we'll have a look for right back. We're probably not gonna find a 90 rated right back, but I'll try. And here's a guy we can get, Salim Ali, 89 rated, 22-year-old. So he's not quite 90 rated, but he's damn near. So let's see how cheap we can get him for. We might be able to sneak the left back in 2 here. That would be quite lucky though. We'll see what we can do. They're recommending 50,000, but let's try 30,000 and just see what he says. And he just wants a little signing bonus. Okay, we can definitely get a left back on the day of our first league game, granted, but I don't really care. So we'll put him into the team and let's have a little look around for a left back. Yeah, I have 3 million and I had 4.5 before I even bought the right back, so I should have enough. Let's have a go. All right, Tristan Powell, 88 rated, 22-year-old left back. Perfect. He's exactly what we need. And I can offer him 40k and he'll probably just say yes straight away. Beautiful stuff. All done. We have a team. I've scraped it together, but in 2050, I've been able to build the Avengers in League 2 because everyone's just a free agent. Life is so easy in 2050 for managers. This is so interesting. This is not how I expected this video to go, but these are the best players in 2050 and we've been able to basically sign them all. All right, let's go and absolutely destroy League 2, brother. Let's go. I'm going to sim to the end of the season. Actually, you know, let's sim our first game against Doncaster just to, you know, just for spirits. It's a 2-1 win. Costa and Tavares with goals. And we're letting players go on transfers, but I don't care. Let's simulate out our first season, the 2050-2051 season, and let's see what we can do. Season is over, and there's a lot of wins there, including a win in the cup. We got to check that out. 105 points. Obviously, we won the league because everyone's just ignoring all the free agents. What are they doing ignoring the free agents? We won the FA Cup. That's what we did. We beat Wrexham 5-1, 3-0 win, 1-0 win. We just dominated. We also won the Carabao Cup, so we've actually done a domestic treble. We beat Arsenal on aggregate 7-3, and then we beat Luton in the final. So, and we also won the BSM trophy. So we actually won a domestic quadruple. So there you go. That means we're going to be in the Europa League next season. Actually, yeah, let's check who won the Champions League just for fun. Champions League is going to be between Napoli and Luton Town, the mighty Hatters. Sparta Rotterdam won the Europa League, and Silkeborg versus Ajax in the Conference League final. Okay. Next season, I'm going to sell 1 of these players just to give us a little bit of budget that I'm just going to use to fill out the bench. That's literally all I'm going to do. I'll probably sell Silva because he's 31. He's the oldest player on the team, I think, right? Yeah. Well, Asorio's also 31, but he was 30 at the start of the season. Silva was 31 at the start of the season. He'll be turning 32 pretty soon. But yeah, final day of the season against Gillingham to get 108 points. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Okay, we lost. I don't even care. I don't know how we lost, but we did. And here is our trophy ceremony. What does it say? Quadruple winners. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, it's your own fault for putting all the best players in the world in free agency agency. Like, what did you expect? Y'all gotta be stupid. You gotta be messed up. Ruins our perfect month, but I don't care. Just out of interest though, who was our top scorer? And actually, who's worth the most? We should probably check that as well. Top scorer 47 for Miguel Costa, 38 and 23 for Gabriel Alves. That is insane. 68 games is also insane. That might be the most I've ever seen, which is nuts. 38 and 23 is 51, 61 goal contributions in 68 games. That's insane. Renato Silva himself got 29, 30, 49. Our most valuable player is Jay Welsh. That's not a surprising thing. Renato Silva is worth 165 million. It's time to sell him. Their contracts also look funky because it just is the way it is. Don't worry about it. Don't deep it. I should probably go to minimum squad size though. I'll just release these last two players. Oh my god, I forgot what happens in 2050 in this game. If you release players, it gives you like 150 million. I didn't even notice that. Okay, well, let me show you how that actually works next season because it's kind of nuts. Okay, we're into the new season. Yeah, we're at the minimum squad size, but let me show you what I mean. What we're gonna do is, because I have all this money that I now have, 112 million, I'm just gonna go ahead and sign our left winger replacement. So let me go and do that. And let me also try and sell my left winger as well. Yeah, Renato Silva, let's add him to the transfer list just to make a little bit more money. Alexis Adams seems like a good option. I'll just sign him. All right, let me show you what I mean. So if I try and release one of these players, Renato Silva, for example, oh, it says I can't afford the release fee. Whoops. Who's trash? Oh yeah, Lucas Bouchard. If I release, it says minus 92.96 million. This is what happens when you simulate for ages in FC 25. Little things begin to break like this. At 92.96 million, if I release this guy, I will get that money because it's minus 92.96 million, which means I will be paid that much. Normally I'd have to pay to release people from their contracts, and maybe it would be like 5 million, but no, it's minus 92 million. And the better the player, the more money I get. This guy's higher rated, 148 million. This guy's even higher rated, 331 million. So I have an idea. Let's just release this guy from 331 million. I currently have 108 million, and now I have 441 million. No cuts, no funny business, no nothing. Genuinely, this actually works. If you go to 2050, current budget 441 million. That's just what happens. And actually, what that means is we can actually just put Adam on our bench, and we can just keep Silva. So I don't even need to sell Silva. I just needed to buy someone, so then I could release someone else and then make a bit of money. So I don't even need to bother with any of this. Okay, cool. They all seem pretty happy as well, which surprises me a little bit. Although some of them have submitted transfer requests, but that doesn't really surprise me either. Like, really, they should be on way bigger wages, but they're just not taking it, and that's fine by me. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sign a backup winger, which I've already done in Adam. I'm going to sign a backup striker, cam, center mid, fullback, center back, and goalkeeper, just to tick the box, just to do it, basically. I don't actually really need to do this, but I might as well build the super team. Let me go out to free agency and let me find them. Okay, I went ahead and made the signings. So we've got Adam and Ali, a backup striker. At cam, we've got Fisher. Center mid, we have Miranda. Backup center back will be Cordoba. Backup fullback will be Rojas. And yeah, screw it, I bought Bauman after all that. So actually, probably Bauman will start instead of Rossi because he's even better. This team's even going to be better than it was last year because we have a 97 rated goalkeeper. Granted, he's 36, so we'll probably start regressing soon, but I don't care. The team's insane. Obviously, it's really, really good. You know what? That actually did cost a little bit of money. That cost a little bit of money. So you know what? I think I might make some money. Let me just start releasing people and see how much money I can make out of this. 146 million for him. How much do I get? 200 million for him. Saeed's going to give me 148, and Cadillac is going to give me 265. I'm unable to release anyone else. We're at the minimum squad size, and I've built up a small fortune of over $1 billion. Yes, thanks to this bug, I've gained 1.319 billion. Well, I don't really know what to do now. Harrogate's the richest club in the world, and we have all the best players in the world. That took a year, so thank you 2050. Let's start flying through years. This is going to be absolutely hilarious. Harrogate are now the biggest club in the world. It's just a matter of actually, winning the games and just basically waiting until we get up the leagues and win the Champions League. Let's go and dominate League One. Let's go. And here we are at the end of the season. We have Wolverhampton Wanderers to play on the final day of the League One season, which just shows you how much they fell off. And obviously we won the league, but barely. Oh my God. Holy Moses. We are barely top over Wickham. How good are these other teams? Maybe that's why that all these guys are in free agency. Although we did just win the FA Cup again and the Carabao Cup, both from League One. Although we lost the BSM trophy to Bristol Rovers. That's annoying. Luton won the Champions League last year. This year it won't be them. It's Malmo and Dinamo Kiev, who are apparently a dynasty in Europe, and we won the Europa League against Elche. So we're going to be in the Champions League next year thanks to our Europa League victory. And with a win here on the final day against Wolves, we will manage to win the title outright. We've already guaranteed promotion. Actually, we've already won the title. It's a draw. It's enough. We win the title. 88 points isn't loads though, but I think we've just focused on other competitions, to be honest. So let's have a look at the team sheet and let's check who's playing and who isn't playing. Bauman's down to a 94. We kind of expected that. I actually think all of these stars are just playing. The rotation seems really, really good. Maybe Cordoba is playing? No, I don't even think so. I think the rotation is just really good. Silva's down to a 93 as well, but we just have Adam to come in and slide into that wing spot immediately. And with our 1.13 billion, I'm sure we can carry that into next season and buy a replacement if we need to. But yes, we did another treble or whatever, I guess. We did another quadruple actually because we won the Europa League. So back-to-back quadruples. I mean, that was easy. Let's go to the championship season. Let's go to the Champions League, man. Let's see if we can win the Champions League. That would be so fun. Okay, Okay, into the new season, we have 499 million, so that's kind of a hit. Also, I should get coaches. This entire time I haven't bought coaches. We haven't really needed them, but you know what I mean. We only have 9 slots as well, so I can get 2 for each and then a goalkeeping coach, which honestly is like nothing. But like, I guess that's, I mean, it's all I can do. I may as well do it. Oh no, I can get more than 2 for each. I can get like 3 in the midfield, and then I get 3 attacking ones as well. Whichever needs the most stars. Yeah. We'll get an extra attacking and we'll get an extra midfield. Is there anyone I need to buy? No. Is everyone on international duty? Yes. Do I care? No, it's not a big deal. We're absolutely fine here. We're gonna have a few players regressing and stuff like that, but we can handle it once they dip below 90 overall. For now, we can just keep on simulating. Let's go. Let's get another season in the books and let's go and dominate again. Let's go win the championship, man. Back at the end of the season, we're in the FA Cup final. We're in the Champions League final against Grenoble Foot, which I think are French. It's 107 points for us. Lord have mercy. That's insane. That is insane stuff. Very good. Way ahead of Morecambe in 3rd and Liverpool in 4th, which is interesting. Liverpool got relegated. Derby County shut out the mighty Rams. Everton down here. Manchester United finishing 24th and last in the championship. That's realistic. I'm literally just watching them score a last-minute winner against Burnley right now. It's a bit embarrassing. Anyway, look at this. Harrogate Town. We have Miranda in midfield instead of Osorio. That's correct. And Rossi starting instead of Bauman. That's correct. As long as the highest overall player plays, I am happy. Also, Adam is playing instead of Silva. Perfect. Really good. Natural replacements off the bench. I love to see it. We are just rolling consistently and constantly. We just keep on rolling. I mean, a win on the final day cements our title, so I quite like that, please and thank you. Against Rotherham, of all teams, it's a 3-0 win. Fisher, Costa, and Costa again. Beautiful stuff. FA Cup final against Preston. Let's sim to that and win that, hopefully. This would be a treble, but it wouldn't be the Premier League. It would be the Championship, which, hey, look, make of that what you will. Can we get a win against Preston? It's a 2-1 win. Goals from Welsh and Costa. Can we complete a treble and win the Champions League? Hopefully so. If we do win the Champions League here as well, I am not going to end the video. I would like to do a season in the Premier League, see if we can go back in the Champions League as well, for example. So we will do that, but let's at least try and win this one. This would be a nice one to win. Because, hey, there's been plenty of teams that have won the Champions League without winning the Premier League, you know? Where, like, they'll win the Champions League, but they'll come 2nd or 3rd in their division. It happens. It happens all the time. And let's see if that happens to us. Let's see if we can win our Champions League. It's a 2-1 win. Amazing. Tavares and Costa score. Costa also missed a penalty, but hey, look, I'm not bothered. And yes, treble winners. Lovely stuff. That's a beautiful treble as well. That championship trophy is lovely. But like I said, we are going to the Premier League. More specifically, the Premier League in like, what, 2053 or 2054, whatever year we're in now. 38 and 21 for Gabriel Alves. 75 games. 77 for Tristan Powell. That's insane. That's insane. That's the most I've ever seen. That's for sure. Because he played every Champions League game, Championship game, Community Shield, Carabao Cup, Super Cup, FA Cup, everything. Did we actually win the Super Cup? I better check. Let's check everything. So we won the league, of course. We won the Community Shield. We won the FA Cup. We lost the final of the Carabao Cup to Reading. Damn it. And we won the Super Cup. Oh, we could have won everything in one season if we didn't lose the Carabao Cup final to Reading. Thanks, Reading. All right, fine. Well, they ruined it for us. But we can go to the Premier League and we can try and do it next season, I guess. Let's go to the big time and let's go and kill it. All right, into the new season. Can I get some more coaches? That would actually help. But I mean, we don't really need them actually either. Realistically, I think we're going to be all right. Yeah, I can get another midfield coach. We'll just do that. So what do we do now? Just simulate, mate. What the hell else am I supposed to do? We have the best team in the world. Should we just have a look as well, though? Of the best players in the game, which one of them do we not own? Let's have a look. These are the two guys, Adam Fournier and Jorn Nilsson. Nilsson plays for Boca Juniors. I've actually been myself to the Boca Juniors Stadium. It's so cool. That was when I did my Messi video and stuff. And Adam Fournier is free agent. I'm not going to sign him. 33 years old. No point. Because we've got Costa, we've got Ali, and that's probably enough. Let's just go and win everything, man. This is our final season of simulating 100% because we already won the Champions League. And the reality is we're probably going to dominate the Premier League. Let's go and win everything. It's 2053-54. It's time to win, man. All right, here we are, end of the season, and we are in the Champions League final against Inter Milan, which actually makes a lot of sense. That's realistic as hell. We have Reading on the final day, though. That's not realistic. We are top of the Premier League by 4 points with a game to go. So we've won the league. Southampton 2nd, City 3rd, and Aston Villa 4th. Southampton, what the hell? Who else is here? Let's have a little look around the Premier League in 2054. What, like 30 years into the future-ish? Yes, so West Ham, Sheffield United, Blackburn, Ipswich, Preston are here, Middlesbrough are here, Morecambe just got relegated. Chelsea also finished 20th, but Morecambe are in the Premier League for a season, apparently. Thank you, Morecambe. Also, RIP to Morecambe. Are they gone? No, I think it still exists. I hope so. I'm not actually sure, though. I hope they didn't have a Berry situation. Let's have a look. So Silva was playing at left wing and Soria was playing in centre mid. Or Fisher was playing in centre mid. Either way, I don't care. Pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. Let's say about the final day of the season against Reading. It's a game we should win, and we draw. Okay, well, that's fine. It doesn't matter. We already won the league, so who cares? We're going to have player of the season. I don't care who it is. We got a Champions League final to go and win. First, though, let's check the stats of our players. And our top scorer was Miguel Costa with 51. 29 of those in the Premier League. That's insane. 14 in the Champions League, too. 27 and 19 for Gabriel Alves on that wing. And then, you know, extra goals from extra players. But yeah, insane for Gabriel Alves. Second most goals and the most assists by a good margin as well. well. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Our most valuable player, Jay Welsh, 230 million for the 96 rated cam. And let's go and win this final Champions League final in 2054. The rebuild in 2050, it's officially over. We barely win on penalties. Oh my god. But that's it. We did it. We took the worst team in 2050 and made them winners of everything by 2054. Actually, really didn't take that long. 2050 teams just suck for some reason. But having that said, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. Click this video next. It's tailored to your taste. Thank you once again, and I will see you next time.